The death of Socrates in 399 BCE is one of the most famous events in Western philosophical history. Socrates, a renowned Athenian philosopher, was sentenced to death by the city of Athens on charges of corrupting the youth and impiety, refusing to recognize the gods of the state and introducing new deities. Socrates had gained many followers due to his method of questioning, the Socratic method, and his critiques of Athenian democracy, which often challenged the beliefs and values of the city's elite. However, his teachings also garnered hostility as he questioned traditional views and embarrassed influential Athenians by exposing their ignorance. His association with unpopular figures, such as Alcibiades, a controversial politician, added to the resentment against him. Socrates was tried in 399 BCE by a jury of 500 Athenian citizens. His accusers, led by Miletus, argued that Socrates' questioning of the gods and influence on the youth endangered the city, especially in the wake of Athens' defeat in the Peloponnesian War. Socrates, in his defense, as recorded by his student Plato in Apology, argued that he was serving a divine mission to encourage critical thinking and self-examination. Rather than apologizing or pleading for mercy, he provocatively suggested that the city should reward him for his service. The jury found Socrates guilty by a narrow margin. When given the opportunity to propose an alternative punishment, Socrates offered to pay a modest fine, but the jury, displeased with his defiant attitude, sentenced him to death by drinking hemlock, a poisonous plant. Socrates spent his final days in prison, continuing to engage in philosophical discussions with his friends and followers, including Plato and Crito. In his final moments, as recorded in Plato's Phaedo, Socrates calmly accepted his fate, drank the hemlock, and died peacefully, asserting that the soul would continue to exist after death. Socrates' death marked the end of a pivotal figure in ancient philosophy. His refusal to flee Athens or compromise his principles made him a symbol of intellectual integrity and moral courage. His execution is often seen as a tragedy for the city of Athens and a pivotal moment in the history of Western thought. Through the writings of his students, particularly Plato, Socrates' teachings have had a lasting influence on philosophy, ethics, and the concept of individual conscience.